What's up, guys? Welcome back to Technique Critiques. I'm Coach Brian from Big Ben Strength. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of our team members' lifts. This is Ben. He's doing a 95-pound snatch. We're going to go and take a look at it and see what we can find. All right. Initially, setup looks pretty good. So setup looks pretty good. What we're looking for here, I would say he might need to have his hips up just a little bit higher, but that's a small detail. Oh, and look at that. There he goes. He gets him back up. So shoulders are in front of the bar. Elbows are not pushing his knees in. Hips are above his knees. Flat-footed. Got pressure on the middle of his foot, maybe deviating slightly towards the ball of the foot. All of these are good things. Let's just see why he missed that. One thing we can see here is that as he goes to cross the knee, he's rolling onto the outside of his foot excessively and then shuffling out onto his toe. You can see he's sitting on the midfoot and then rolls to the outside and then shuffles toes out and then gets his toes down. And then he ends up getting onto his toes a little bit too early. And here's where a little bit of it starts to get weird. It starts to turn over almost a little too early. It's an interesting angle to be able to see that from. But you can see he's starting to turn over almost immediately after finishing the hip extension, which is going to leave that bar out in front way more than if he finished his pull up and back a little bit more and tried to think about keeping it close as he finishes and keeps pulling up and back a little bit more. Shout out Keep Pulling in Tampa. But that leaves that bar out in front for him. And so you can kind of see the bar looks like it's over his knees almost, or over his toes instead of the midfoot, which is not going to be nearly as strong. You can see he's reaching his chest and his head forward to try and see if he can save it, but it's just not going to be in a strong position that way. And then he dumps it forward to miss it. All right. So I would say a couple things that he needs to work on first are going to be staying flat-footed throughout the whole pull until he gets to the very top of it. And then at the top of his pull, continue to accentuate up and back even more and finishing by keeping it close to him as he starts to turn under instead of trying to turn his forearms are basically doing this the moment he finishes his hip extension. And that's just not going to keep the bar close to you, and it's going to leave the bar out in front, which is ultimately kind of why he missed that lift. So, guys, hopefully you guys found that useful. Ben, we're just trying to emphasize those points. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if this helped you or if you have any questions about it. And then also, if you want lifts for these or critiques like these for you, I have a Patreon page where you can get just technique critiques based on, depending on how many videos you want per month. It's going to be a different price, but starting at $7 a month. Very affordable, much more affordable than joining our weightlifting team, but it's not going to come with any of the programming, the data tracking tool that we have. It's not going to come with any of that. It's just the technique critiques. So if that's what you're looking for, check out our Patreon. It's going to be linked in the comments below on YouTube or in any of the links for our bio for any of our social media. So check that out, guys. Thanks. Bye.